Okay, so
Yeah, I'm just going to start recording also the audio.
Yeah. Kelvin, he needs to be there.
Sorry.
You can stand there.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Alright, we're
welcome
good.
to the live
Sorry.
session.
Right.
Yeah, we're good.
Welcome to the 11th hour, right?
Yeah, 11-hour
Yes.
podcast. Right, from rock bottom to financial freedom, from a prison cell to a boardroom. Today's guest has rewritten the rules of success. Once facing adversity most would never recover from, they turn their lowest moments into fuel for an unstoppable rise. They defied the odds, built an empire in network marketing, and proved that your past does not define your future. In this episode, we are diving deep into the story of how Winston overcame doubt, rebuilt trust, and transformed pain into purpose. We'll uncover the mindset shifts, business strategies, and life lessons that led them to success. So now, get ready for the raw truth, powerful insights, and an inspiring journey of resilience and redemption. If you have ever felt like the odds were stacked against you, then this episode is for you. Now, let's welcome to the 11-hour podcast, Winston Yap. All right.
Alright,
Bro. Thank you so much for being here with us. And it's been a while.
Yeah.
We've really chatted on. Back then was my podcast, and now it's a different project. And how have you been?
Yeah, good. Enjoying every moment.
Okay, that's good.
Yes.
Oh,
Life, you're gonna die one day, so you're gonna be. It's important that every second that you are enjoying it. Yes.
yeah. Despite the obstacles and challenges that you're facing along
Yeah,
the
it's
way.
all like state of mind. Obstacles and all these are all state of mind.
Mhm.
Yeah, but there is no obstacle in life.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a great mindset. And well, ever since we have actually touched base again last year, and actually from 2017 until now, I'm pretty sure you have done a lot of stuff that's so different as well, right?
Yeah, it's been exciting.
Yeah, life has been exciting. I saw what you have been doing. It's like, wow, so different.
Yes.
And for those that do not know you, can you share a little bit more about who you are and what you do?
Okay, now the last couple of months I've gone by the name of Oppa Winston. For the fact that a lot of people thought I'm Korean, but no, I'm not Korean. I'm pure Singaporean.
Yeah,
So-
but you do look like Korean superstar though.
I do?
Yeah, you look like
thank you.
Vincenzo Song Joong Ki in a instance when I
Like-
saw it.
Oh really? Okay, so
Yeah.
I have multiple personalities.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law says that I look like Rain, so I don't know. Or maybe Rain looks like me. I don't
Rain?
know. I don't
Wow.
know.
Okay. Well, this is really interesting. Rain, my God, and well, how do I put it? So besides being known as Oppa Winston, what do you actually do currently?
Currently, I run 3 businesses.
Okay.
But actually, I run three core businesses, but I have other side businesses as well. My main core, of course, is in K beauty right now. That's my
Oh.
focus. I always tell people I have 7 companies.
7.
Yes, I have 7 companies. So I have Institute of Regen, which supplies stem cells to doctors out of Singapore.
Right.
Yeah, I have nanotechnology. I have a lab in NUS with 19 patents with a professor, which does tech enabling. I have a SkillFuture course company that teaches AI, sales coaching, leadership coaching, TikTok marketing,
Okay.
and other social media for SkillFuture courses. And then I also have a hrlunchtalk.com, which is actually a HR event for lunchtime, just for MNC companies to
Right.
kind of help the staff bond while elevating them in either their financial knowledge or other areas, relationship, programs. And then so I do many other stuff as well. It's like now I will have a project with Binance Lab. So now we have this Binance has released a Coral app phone that's multi-chain, and they have airdrops just like Solana, right?
Oh,
That's
okay.
happening right now. So there's a lot going on right now in my life. Apart from that, of course, I homeschool my children. So all my children doesn't go to school. Right, I took them out of school. So I'm a father of 3 girls. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I'm born in the 70s, late 70s. You
Okay.
know.
Well, you don't look like one
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, thank you. You're born which, when are you in the 80s or 90s?
I'm a 90s.
90s, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I think I can be in the 90s then.
Yeah, based on the way you look, man. Wow, you look so young.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Thank
you
God.
don't look
Really
like.
praise God.
Yeah,
Thank God.
praise God. You don't really look like an father of three,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Yeah. So I always tell people, I joke that I got ADHD. That's why I'm in my hands are in so many things. Yeah, it's
Okay.
like I'm quite an opportunist as well, you know. So
Yeah.
that's why I couldn't help myself. But this business I want to do, that business I always want to do, you know.
Right.
But the key thing right now, my 3 core business that I spend most of my time in is growing my K-Beauty brand,
Yeah.
the K-Beauty business, my crowdfunding platform that actually helped me to fund my 3rd business is a co-working beauty wellness space.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's the 3 core. Because on the side, I also help to broker crude oil and gas.
Oh wow, you really is a man of jack of all trades, man.
It's all thanks to God. I mean, it's also God's grace that through the connection that He has connected me with.
Amen to that.
Yeah,
Amen to that.
and
And
really
you know,
favor of God. Yeah.
this is really amazing, and going from hardship to success is really an incredible journey. From prison and all. And what was the defining moment when you realized you needed to change your life?
I don't think there ever was a defining moment for me.
Oh really?
I think it was always it's always redefining all the time, I would say, rather than one defining moment.
Okay.
I didn't really have a defining moment. In prison for 2 years, every day is a defining moment.
Yeah, especially I remember when your wife had to bring your kid over to visit you.
Yeah.
That was a really tough moment for you as well, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think, do you want me to talk about our previous podcast thing? Do I need to repeat again for the rest of the people, or
No, I don't think we will.
Okay.
We can talk.
they can go back and listen to your podcast, you know?
Yeah, I mean probably they can actually listen to it
Yeah.
in the future.
Yeah, so I think that 2 years that I spent in Changi prison,
Mhm.
because of computer hacking, I went in and it was under Computer Misuse Act, and that was when my wife just gave birth to my twin daughters, and so for 2 years of their life, I wasn't there for them, and that was like, of course, it was devastating for me. First month, I cried myself to sleep in prison. Of course, I regret what I did, but if I could turn back in time, if I could go back and stop myself from doing it,
Right.
I don't think I could. I don't think I could. And it was just that circumstance, and I know what it felt like. And I think I talked to many people as well. I said, if you could go back and stop yourself to doing that certain thing, I don't think you have been able to stop yourself from doing it.
Yeah, because you still be guided to do it in a way.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, because of the circumstances.
Yeah, circumstances. Yeah. So at a point in time, but I don't regret. Unlike there are some people who regret what happens in the past. I don't regret. I take it as it's part of journey that God wants me to go through. And if God is God, for me, I'm a Christian, so I believe that if God is a benevolent God, a God that loves us, every circumstance that we go through is a blessing in disguise. It's always something that God wants us to be able to move forward and to become someone better. So I always look at back with no regrets. I don't regret anything moment in my life.
Right.
Of course, when you're going through it, easier said than done, right? When you're going through the prison and every day you are thinking about it, like when you're coming out, how's your family, how are you going to face the world when you come out, Of course, that's going to be very tough.
Yeah,
Right?
it will be.
Naturally, right? I mean, it's just human. Yeah, but I thank God. Because God says, if I don't mind sharing, God says His word is a lamp unto thy feet, right?
Yeah.
The lamp is usually meant to be held on the head, but the Bible said very intentionally, it's a lamp unto our feet. But why is the lamp on the feet? So that means that you're not meant to see beyond 1 feet. That means even if you read the word of God, and even God guide you, He can only guide you 1 step. He will not be able to show you 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. Okay, so you will definitely never be able to know how you're going to get there. And nowadays I always tell people, how do you know what's your purpose in life? You want to know?
How?
Your purpose in life is in your heart's desire. Whatever that you desire in right now, genuinely, that's your purpose. That's what you're meant to do. That's what you're meant to go forward, towards. But you're not meant to know how to get there.
Yeah.
You only know
The next step.
Yeah, you only know the next step, like immediate step that you can do.
Yeah.
But you won't know the rest of the way how to get there. But that's the whole point of life, right?
Yeah, that's the beauty of life.
Yeah, that's the beauty of life. It's an adventure. You're not meant to know. Can you imagine you watch a movie and you know everything already? Then what's the point of watching a movie?
True.
Right?
True.
It's not meant to watch. So your life is meant to be unveiled. And so just enjoy the journey.
But don't mind me asking, like, how did your time in prison really shape your mindset then? And what lessons do you take from that experience into entrepreneurship?
I think for me, when you're in prison, I don't think about business,
Yeah,
obviously, right?
Yes, correct.
So every day you're thinking about where am I coming back? You're counting down the days to your ORD, right? And then every day you are thinking, how can I pass today? How can I pass the time today? And especially if your mind is not there, right? So I try to interact with the prisoners there. I try to redeem myself. I try to see if I can redeem them. So I will talk to them. I'll try to find out why are they the way. I just got curious, so I started asking them, like, why did you, like, what caused you to go and rape, or what caused you to go and kill someone, or I met.
Right.
Yeah, and also ask what caused you to do what you do,
Okay.
I want to know what's their background, how they end up doing what they do.
Yeah.
And then I realized that all these people, right, when they are level-headed, they're not bad. There's no fighting in prison, by the way. The 2 years that I was inside, there was like literally no fighting.
Okay.
Like everybody was literally really considerate to each other.
Okay. Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
I thought it would be like the US prison.
No,
fights
it's
and
not.
all.
That's drama.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. Maybe Singapore prison is different. I don't know.
Okay.
But it's really clean. Like we clean the floor. It's cleaner than even my house right now. Yeah.
Okay.
We clean the cell like every I think 3 times a day. We clean the cell. And we wash and mop. Literally pour water all over the floor.
Right.
And then we wash manually. Like we put a cloth and then we run across the room and then run across and push all the water into the the toilet area.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's really very manual, but I guess a lot of people say when you're there, of course, there's downtime, right?
Yeah.
But there's also time that you feel happiness in prison.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not
when you play
like
basketball.
set every day.
Oh, okay.
That's what I found out myself.
Okay.
In prison, like example, like 6 months I was in a cell. I couldn't get a job. Like everybody wants to get a job.
Oh.
So when you get a job inside, it's a privilege to get a job.
What kind of jobs are there?
Like they have cookie. Cookie are people that who like they clean the floor of the yard, the cell area, the outside area, where everybody gathers when they come out from the cell, and they also are the one that delivers food into the cell through below the door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the crate of food. Yeah, and then like a bento, something like that. So there's also other jobs, like you can work as a cook, you can work as a laundry person, you can work as IT. So I managed, by the grace of God, I managed to work as an IT trainer inside. It's like, what? You can have an IT trainer inside? It's a yellow ribbon. There's a yellow ribbon project. So they, instead of hiring external people who need clearance to get into prison, they get white collar crime people like me to teach Microsoft Office, to certify those that a lot of drug case are not educated. At least they are given a WSQ cert, that they have some, they learn something new in prison, so that when they come out, they actually have skills.
Right.
Because they've been so out of touch with the world for many years, some of them who are long sentence. So it really gave me a sense of fulfillment of what I'm doing inside. Like I'm still contributing to the people in the prison, and I talk to them, I try to encourage them. I realized that a lot of them are not level-headed. Most of them are never like want to kill people all the time or do all this kind of bad stuff. A lot of them are in the spur of a moment.
Oh.
Yeah, in the spur of a moment. Like have you ever been so angry before that you said things that you regret?
Definitely.
Okay, or done things that you regret in the spur of a moment?
Yeah.
Now, the degree in which every one of us has a button that can push us to a point of no return on. There's such thing as emotion push to a point of no return. So some of them inside did stuff because emotions was pushed to the point of no return.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's also the reason why a lot of people would like want to commit suicide or things like that, because it just emotionally just could not take it, you know. And some of them were triggered to do bad stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand.
So but when they are normal, they're just normal human being. Most of the time, they're just very kind and nice people.
Okay, I see. And then Winston, you know, many people would let a setback like prison define them.
Yeah.
So how did you reframe that chapter of your life into a stepping stone for success?
I guess for me, the greatest heartache for me when I was in prison is my family. Nothing but my family. I mean, my 2 kids, I don't get to be with them for the first 2 years of their life, and my wife single-handedly have to take care of the 2 of them. Babies, parents, you have babies, you know, right? Taking care is already an issue. I mean, you're taking twin babies, you know. So for me, I couldn't forgive myself if I come out and I don't give them a better life. If I don't make a huge comeback for them, not for me, for them, you know, so that I could forgive myself. I don't know, you know, that's how I perceive it. So I told myself, okay, when I come to prison, right, I'm going to build, I don't know why a figure came to me, it's like, I'm going to do a $50 million business. But of course, eventually it did more than 200 million. But
Wow.
but I was just thinking, actually, I'm going to come back, make a comeback when I come out from prison, you know. And but also, I think the first thing that really gave me the breakthrough was not prison. The scariest time in my life is not even really prison.
Then?
It's just before prison, when you are being investigated under CAD, and you do not know what's the impending. So when I was under investigation, I kind of hacked a website that's linked to ClickBank. So if anybody's in internet marketing, you'll probably know about ClickBank.
Okay.
And I was charged 44 charges. Yeah.
44 charges?
Yes, 44 charges, because I received payment, 44 checks, 1 check per week.
Oh.
So they charged me 44. I thought I was going to be in prison for 44 years. Like, I'm never going to see my family again, you know. That was the scariest moment. Every day I can't sleep well. And every day I tell myself, if I go to prison, what's going to happen to my family? And that's when I went to ERA as a real estate agent. And within my first month, I already hit 6 figures already. I became top in ERA in my first month.
Okay.
This is not to brag. This is like, I did it because I needed to pay. I needed my family to survive. That's it. My wife was a school teacher. She quit school after my daughter was after her first trimester, because she was having a lot of symptoms, you know, that were not very nice, and so she quit her job and as a teacher, and to just nurse my twin daughters that are still in the tummy. So I told myself I cannot forgive myself if I can't financially even support them. So that was my drive when I went to ERA to become a real estate agent. And a lot of things happened. I mean, I didn't know I could do these things. Like, first month I made 6 figures. I mean, before that, even my own business, I was just making 5,000-6,000 US online. Like, just going to real estate straight away, jump like to 6 figures in the first month.
Wow.
And in one night I had this interesting experience that there's a condo called the interstacking, right? Mm-hmm. So I generated leads, I did a talk, I collected 44 blank checks in one night. The most house I ever saw in a weekend is 24 houses.
Blank checks?
Yeah, blank checks. Like, people actually literally already put their name ready, sign ready. The only thing is the amount.
Yeah, then you rock.
I got to fill in the amount.
Oh shit.
44 blank checks.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess one thing I learned, and I always like to use this analogy, you don't mind me sharing, right?
Yeah, sure.
Ice Mountain. You drink Ice Mountain?
Yes.
Okay. You drink Ice Mountain too? Okay. See, Ice Mountain, you go NTUC, how much is it?
$1 plus? Like
No, it's 60 cents.
Oh, 60 cents.
Ice Mountain.
Oh, now?
Yeah.
60
Ice Mountain, 60 cents.
Oh, okay. My bad. I got it mixed up
Okay.
then.
60 cents. But you know, under the HDB, there's NTUC, right? That's 60 cents. Next door is Kopitiam.
Okay.
How much is Kopitiam at Ice Mountain?
110?
Okay, maybe a $1 plus, right?
Yeah.
It's still more expensive than 60 cents, you know?
Right.
And then never mind. You go across to the shopping center, Kopitiam.
150?
150. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you go up to the theater upstairs is 250.
253. Yeah.
Right? If you fly in a plane, it will be $4.
Yeah.
Alright? If you go to like nightclub, $8.
More expensive.
8 to $10, right? So it's the same product, no? It's the same Ice Mountain. But why is the Ice Mountain 60 cents and one can be $10, $10, and people are willing to pay? What's the difference?
The value that they provide from the place,
It's still the same product.
no idea.
The difference is that the context and the kind of customers are different. And also, if there's two analogy to this. The first analogy is if you see yourself as an ice mountain, so a lot of people undervalue themselves. They put themselves in NTUC. That's why they're only worth 60 cents. But if you could just shift yourself from NTUC location and you shift yourself to a nightclub, right?
Yeah.
You're then worth now 8 times or 10 times more. So a lot of times, I always tell people this. You want to know what's your worth. So a lot of people undervalue themselves and they go and put themselves in NTUC. So I say, if you know where you're worth, you can take your same skill set, who you are, relocate yourself to another different job, another different location with the same skill set. You'll be valued highly different from other places. Example, like simple things like if you're a nurse in Vietnam, your pay is probably like only a few hundred Sing dollars, something like that. Relocating to here, it becomes 1,000 already. Right?
Makes sense.
So same skill set, different location, your value will change. So that's the first thing. The second thing is price is elastic. So whenever you sell anything online or anything at all, you always think, use yourself as an analogy. I think I wouldn't buy this. You know, this is like maybe 100, 200 bucks. I wouldn't buy this because it's only 100, 200 bucks. But if when you do business, you shouldn't think of like how much, whether you think it's expensive or not. You should think about who's your target audience.
Yep.
You should think about who's your target audience and the context. The context and the target audience will determine the price, not you. So if you think, for example, we have an amazing crew over here, right?
Yeah.
This amazing crew, if they focus on well-known celebrities, right? They can command their value is different really,
Yeah.
right? So it depends on where you target your who are you targeting, and who are you targeting, the context, the situation will determine the value of how much you're worth. Yeah. So I always believe in either you see yourself as in position in a different place, or when you are selling anything, right, you must know who is your target audience and under what context. So under a different audience and a different context, the same thing that you sell can sell higher price.
Yep.
Right? I mean that's a more in-depth topic that we can talk about another time. Yeah, that's a different topic altogether.
Yeah,
But-
sure. But this is a really good analogy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you are looking at yourself as Ice Mountain
Yes.
in the nightclub versus Ice Mountain in NTUC,
Yes.
that will bring you another level of thinking.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, in a way where you can position yourself much higher
Yes.
and you can command higher fee.
Yes, of course.
And of course,
And naturally, the people are happily paying for the $8.
yeah, correct. Because they want to enjoy that atmosphere, the environment
Yes.
from there, and
Yeah.
then they don't mind paying that
Yes.
when they are actually paying a few $100s to few $1,000s
Yes.
for other things combined with
Yes,
your Ice
correct.
Mountain.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Understand? Wow, that's amazing. And I would like to ask you, right, Winston, what internal battles did you have to overcome to truly believe in yourself again after hitting rock bottom?
Actually, when you hit rock bottom, there's nothing to believe in yourself anymore.
Yeah,
So
but-
for me, it's just believing God. That's it.
Right.
You know,
okay.
I just you have I can't when you can't trust yourself anymore, when you die to yourself already, who can you trust?
You need an external.
Yeah, you just trust God lah. That's all you can do. You know? So for me, it's just trusting God, that God will just lead me. You know. So when I came out from prison, a lot of people are probably thinking, I can't get a job or whatever. How I'm going to face the world?
Yeah.
I already have a black mark or whatever. So remember how you see yourself and where you position yourself. So I ask myself, where can I position myself such that even though I just came out from prison, I'm very highly valued.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So how? So I asked God. So God told me, you did very well in real estate. I'm sure a lot of real estate agent wants to learn from you. So my manager brought me to go meet all the top directors in URA who knew me because I created kind of a den in the universe back then, right? By the grace of God, okay, by the grace of God. And because of that, everybody in URA kind of knew my story. And I was the only real estate agent that knew how to do digital marketing in real estate industry and who had the results that I had. So I became the only person that could teach. So you see, in prison I'm worth nothing, right?
Yep.
But when I'm in that real estate digital marketing space, where I'm the only one that can teach that, I become very highly valued. first year, March I came out. Came out in February. By March or even by March, I started at 5 figures. I made 5 figures already. By within a year, I did almost $1 million in revenue.
Wow. Okay.
You know, and just fresh from prison, just by knowing where you are valued.
Okay. And how many years ago was this?
This was 2012. I came out in 2012, just 1 week after Valentine's Day. I
Oh,
would say
wow.
this week. Exactly this week.
Wow. Okay. Exactly this week, guys. So, wow. Kudos to you, man. Really mad respect. Like all the accolades that you have gotten so far, and
Praise God.
yeah, all praise to God. And also at the same time, you know, when you were building your business back then, after you came out,
Yes.
did you face stigma or doubt from others because of the past? And also at the same time, how do you handle them?
I think nobody knew I went to prison.
Oh, nobody knew.
Except my own family members, of course.
And your
my,
manager?
and my manager, yes. And my manager.
Right.
My manager was very supportive. I'm very thankful to Ben Lee. If Ben Lee, you're watching this, thank you so much. I mean, he was the one that, he believed in me. Even though I was in prison and when I came out, he was the one that got me to start doing training, to go into training business, to train all the real estate agents.
Oh, wow. Okay. Is he still in contact?
Okay, you got excited?
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, our camera crew got so excited that he dropped things, huh? Okay, but jokes aside,
Yeah.
wow. So, which is good. I mean, like till now you're still in contact with him, and I mean, Ben, if you're listening to this, all thanks to you. Without you, he wouldn't be around. He wouldn't be here talking to me, and we wouldn't be talking in my podcast as well, my previous podcast as well. But
Yeah.
it's
But more importantly, I think it's not just he believed in me, my wife also believed in me.
oh yeah,
Yes.
2 beautiful daughters as well.
3 now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like she believed in you, so she gave you the third one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why.
No, because 2 years I missed the growing up the 2 years, so I asked for the third one so that I can experience what it was
Wow.
like,
Yeah. Right. Okay. Wow. That's awesome, and I totally believe that when you find the right woman, regardless what you face
Yes.
during your toughest
Yes,
moment,
yeah.
she will always be there for
Yeah.
you.
Find a woman that doesn't see your value before you have that value. Right? That's the kind of woman you want.
Oh yeah, of course. See that you are poor, and
Yes.
then after that, can go.
Yeah, I was broke. I was
hardship
broke
with
when my wife, got together with me because she believed in me. So this is how you know you have a good wife,
Yeah, that's how you get to know that you have a good wife. And ladies, better be somebody that can be dependent on for this kind of matter when the guy is, broke. And I would say when he is not just broke, but he's broken down by obstacles in life and challenges in life, you are the one who's going to be there for him in a sense, and then rebuild him up like David and Goliath in a sense, right? In a way, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
And Winston, what was the most surprising lesson you learned after starting your business?
I started my first business, I would say, I started many things actually.
Yeah.
Like in the army, I tried insurance was my first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I realized I'm not good with people.
Oh.
Because for 8 months I didn't sell anything.
Okay.
I actually tried to join like the top person in the industry, like had top of table, top table is like 12 times MDRT.
Yes.
So I want to join her, and then I feel so ashamed of myself because for 8 months I sold 0 insurance. I couldn't sell anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just fresh from the army,
Right.
and of course I was kind of an introvert, so I don't really have much kind of friends, close friends. And I guess even if I did, I think they're all army, they don't have money.
Right.
Yeah, so I was just really not very good at like sales and talking to people to sell stuff back then.
Yeah.
But I guess that propelled me, that failure. I guess failure always propelled me, not so much of. I think that time I felt like I wasn't very good at sales, and then suddenly I was on a spree of reading a lot of sales books like Zig Ziglar lah, Brian Tracy lah, you know, all kinds of sales books because I was just like, I'm so bad at this, I want to be very good at this. Yeah, so I was reading a lot back then to upgrade myself. Yeah.
Okay.
And of course, I did digital marketing. I started in 2001, then I did affiliate marketing.
Which was a clickbank, right?
Yeah.
Affiliate marketing.
Yeah, but I guess the big jump for me, I think, was real estate. Real estate was the one that I felt my potential was being realized. Yeah, and then then when I came out of prison again, I knew where to place myself. Yeah.
But why didn't you continue in the real estate industry?
Oh, because I had to go to prison.
No, after that, when you came back.
Oh, I came back. I did go back to real estate industry, but I didn't want to apply.
You didn't stay there.
I didn't go back to be a realtor because I had to confess that I went to prison, right? If you apply for a license, you have to say that. So I didn't want to say that, but instead it was a blessing in disguise. I ended up training real estate agents, which helped me build my next business.
Okay, got it. And what unique skills or perspectives do you gain from your past struggles that help you succeed in network marketing?
I'm actually anti-network marketing, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because my mom did network marketing business before, and of course she ended up stocking products until the products expire.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, that was back in the 1999, I think, when she joined New Skin, something like that. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And when she was very excited back then, you know, and things like that. But then after that, I had friends who asked me out to catch up, right? And then I always felt like I was being ambushed because like catch up, right? Then they bring somebody else to come and talk to me about another network marketing business. So that's why I was always like very, I would say, skeptical. Yeah, but what actually changed my mind, which is something that I think you guys are probably going to be you're probably curious about, right?
Yeah.
Is what changed my mind, right?
Correct.
Was in 2014, 13, when I was doing when I was actually teaching real estate agents on online marketing. I actually tried Shopify and FBA, you know. I actually tried to OEM my own products and then to sell my own supplements. I mean, think about it. Do you have to spend money to travel?
Yeah.
You have to spend money to go to the trade fair, to go and spend time and money to go and find the right product. And then after you have to do OEM, you have to do design, you spend money for that. Spend money on building the website. Right? You spend money on doing the marketing, selling is not that, and you need the warehouse, right? And you need to handle logistics. So the marketing is just a lot of people thought that start business that's just marketing only. No, you have to do all these things though. And then you have customers, you have to face customers, and customers come to you and never help you build a business for you. Right? Customers are only asking for bargain, good price, good service. So that's why I went through that to realize that instead of I own the business owned me. Like I had to hire staff to take over my customer service, right? I got ridiculous customers who complain like on the same day they're supposed to receive the products in the afternoon, morning they're already like complaining, you know. And some of them like deliver to the doorsteps, and even when you deliver to the doorsteps, like there was an incident when like the customer complained that the dog bite the product lah. I said, you shouldn't leave it at the doorstep. You should actually pass it directly to a person.
Okay.
You know? So this kind of things, ridiculous stuff. So even hiring staff turnover is high. So when I realized that, you know, that's why I was thinking when I got to know about network marketing, what I liked about it is that you find people who grow the business for you, who find people who grow the business for you. And the thing is, for cash flow is perfect because you didn't have to come out any money. Everything is done for you. Logistics done for you. Shipping is done for you. All you need is a really good product. Like if you have a good product, right? All you do is just find someone who finds that they like to market good product, who find people who like to market good product. That's it. So they build the business for you. In fact, they give you money first before you even pay them commission. Whereas when I'm doing digital marketing, I'm going to spend money first. You know, if you run Facebook ads before, doesn't mean you spend like $100, you get back $200 profit. No. Sometimes you get $200 in, right? You get back maybe 120, sometimes 100, sometimes you get less than that. And then you have to tweak again. So marketing is a constant tweaking endeavor. Yeah, and so money is always out first. So when I realized that in network marketing it can be different, where you don't have to do marketing because it's word of mouth.
Right.
So I thought that, okay, since I don't want to do marketing, so I train all my affiliates, I call them affiliates, to know how to do marketing, and these affiliates will find affiliates that will find affiliates that will find affiliates, which built the business for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So literally from this, I just made 5 or 6 million, and every week I still get paid until now.
Wow. Okay. So for those of you who are interested to know more, can reach out to Winston. Later on, we'll drop the handles, and then he can actually explain to you more about this in how to build a business in network marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know him for quite some time, and I've seen the growth that he has gone, and simply amazing. Simply amazing.
They're all by the grace of God. And actually, you need to ask yourself intelligent question.
Mm-hmm. Like what?
Like example, because of what I went through, the normal trading business, I don't want the business to own me. I want to own a business. I really spent 2 years of my life in prison without my kids. So if I want to build a business, I want to build a business that can give me time for my family now that my kids are homeschooled.
Yeah.
So if I build a traditional business, what's going to happen?
It will take up a lot
Yeah,
of your
and
time.
if you want to scale, you got to hire staff, right? If you hire staff, you have to manage staff, right? If you want to scale any business, you got to hire more people, right? Which means increase expenses, right?
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Yeah, but in network marketing, you never have to do that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When I hear it, I was like, wow, my heart is like pounding, and wow, it's so excited for this. Yeah. Wow, it's amazing. And I'd like to ask you, like, we all know trust is key in business.
Yes.
So, Winston, how did you build credibility and show people that you had transformed?
Transform. What do you mean, like?
Like in terms of when you show that, oh wow, you used to be conning people in a sense, scamming
Con people.
Technically, I mean, you can click banks.
Oh no, that was cookie stuffing.
Yeah, cookie stuffing. You did cookie stuffing and also
Like I go into the website and inserted the code and it overrides the commission.
yeah, correct. And then also at the same time, you did something with blank checks as well back then.
Blank check? No, that was legal.
Oh, that's legal. Okay, no, that's legal. Okay, my bad. But when I heard blank checks, I thought it was not really legal.
Oh, it's legal. It's legal.
Okay. Then well,
these are people who want to buy the property. Like I want to get the property first. I give you my check already.
yeah. But when you actually did and then business, right, really trust, and then how do you show that?
I guess people doesn't know your past. Right? It's not like I know your past. I don't know your past. If I meet you for the first time,
Alright,
so I don't need to know I don't know your past. So there's nothing about your past.
but for those that know about your past, you did business with them.
Okay, I didn't really do a lot of business with them because I was always on the so you don't actually talk to many people.
Okay. Oh yeah, and also at the same time back then you were more introverted.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. Okay.
But if you want to gain trust from people, it's not that difficult.
How?
Yeah, very simple. First of all, give me something that you want to sell right now.
Okay, say we are gonna sell a camera, for example.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want the people to trust you to buy the camera. First of all, you want to go to someone that already wants a camera.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. So and then the second thing is whatever camera that you want to do, right? That you're selling. Why would the person buy from you, right?
Yeah.
So first of all, the person has to like you, right?
Yeah.
So how to make a person like you?
How to make the person like you, friendly, approachable.
Yeah. So if you read the book by Dale Carnegie, How to Make Friends and Influence People,
Yeah.
it's got all the tricks. It's not really tricks. It's got all the stuff there. That's just common sense. Just being a friend. I mean, if you're a friend to people, then you have friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Being a friend means that you want to see how else you can help them.
Mm-hmm.
How else you want to see them. When you want to see people thrive, you want to see people succeed.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have people trust you because you want them to succeed. Yeah. So, like example, a camera. Okay, I'll tell you this. Let's say you want a person to appreciate you. So I always tell you this: if you get people appreciate you, you appreciate. Okay, alright. So how do you, like example, if I want to sell this, so how do I help people appreciate this one? this whiskey, right?
Yeah,
How do I appreciate that?
by letting them
Yes. So for someone, first of all, make sure the person drinks whiskey.
Oh yeah,
Okay, do you like drink whiskey?
yeah.
Okay.
I do.
So to help you appreciate how is this whiskey? Where is it made? Where is it from?
Yeah.
You know, I made you smell it, right? I tell you what you smell inside. Can you smell this? Can you smell that? It's oak wood. You know, it's from where, which country? You know, it's been bottled by what it's been in won whatever award competition or whatever, right? When I tell you all this thing, it helps you to appreciate the wine even more.
Yeah.
Therefore, the price, the perceived value appreciates. Same likewise, if you want to sell your camera, you want a camera to appreciate. Same thing, you talk about what's so good about this camera. Like, teach them to use the camera. Show them, pass it to them and say, hey, try this shot with this camera. And then you try this and you see what is the difference that you get, you know, the effect, you know, let them experience it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And telling them, well, see, you switch this mode, you know, can you try this? You try shoot, yeah, try. You see, there's a difference, right? Between this camera and using a phone camera or something like that, you know. It helps them to appreciate the camera more.
Yeah.
And because you are the one helping them teaching them it, then of course they appreciate you even more.
Yep.
So you don't want to sell your whatever, right? Whatever, okay?
Yeah.
That you want to sell. So how do you get people to appreciate that?
By letting them know who I've talked to, been
Okay.
with, how I managed to do certain things,
Yes.
and something, and also wanting to know whether these people want to learn about this from me or not.
Yeah.
Right,
So
in a
first of
sense.
all, they must want to learn from. They
Correct.
must be interested in a topic first. That's always the first thing.
Yep.
Yeah. So a lot of times, a lot of people say, Winston, you're very good at convincing. No, I don't convince people. I don't like to convince people. Like I hate convincing people.
Okay.
Like top salespeople never convince.
They attract,
They qualify.
qualify. Okay.
They qualify or they attract. Yeah, attract also can. Yeah.
Okay.
So attract means they already qualified anyway.
Oh yeah.
Correct. If not,
Correct.
you're not qualified, you will not be attracted, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, makes sense.
Yes.
And you know, talking about business wise, all of us will actually be chasing money, right? Many entrepreneurs will be chasing money in a sense.
Yes. Yeah.
But the true wealth is actually deeper than that. So, Winston, what does wealth really mean to you?
Okay. I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Are there people who have a lot of money, but have you heard of people who have a lot of money, lots of tons of billionaires, but don't have health?
Have.
Okay. Like Steve Jobs, right? Okay.
Yeah, Steve Jobs.
People who have a lot of money, but are in huge debt.
Oh, they are.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
All right.
He's in huge debt. Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah.
Even Bruno Mars now.
Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I
Go
didn't know.
Google.
Okay. Well,
So
Google.
it's not so much of how much money you make. It's about how much money you keep.
So you're saying that
So-
saving is important.
Yeah, so a lot of people make 30,000, but they spend 50,000. So if you have a habit of spending more than you make, then you will never be financially free. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
Then we talk about happiness now. Happiness is a state of mind. If right now I want you to be happy, very simple. Okay? Can you think of a most recent event that made you happy?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, what's that event? Tell me.
That event will be bring my dad to the Twins concert. Hong Kong singer. They are both Hong Kong singers. They came to Singapore. The Twins actually performed at Sentosa. So
Oh.
yeah,
Is it not Baitu, right?
No,
Baitu
not
is
Baitu.
Singaporean.
Baitu is Singaporean.
Yeah.
So Twins is Hong Kong.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay. And that to you brought you a lot of happiness.
Yeah, because I had some misunderstanding with my dad 2 years back,
Okay.
and then I would say I hated that
Yeah.
feeling that we had,
Yeah.
but I knew that I needed time to heal.
Yes.
So it gave me some time for me to heal, and then only last year that I actually went out with him to the concert.
Yes.
Yeah.
So as you talk about it, as I ask you about it, did you feel happiness?
yeah, I feel the relief and also the happiness as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in other words, happiness is a state of mind. If you
Yes.
can every day tell yourself stories that make you happy, you can be happy every second.
Correct.
Yeah. So happiness is just a state of mind on what's going on in your mind, or what are you talking to yourself about.
Mhm.
So when you talk to yourself about unhappy stuff, then of course you'll be sad. If you talk about yourself about what's happy, like for me, whenever I think about my girls, my
Mhm.
kids and my wife, when I think about them, instantly I feel the emotions of happiness already.
Yeah.
You know. So
Understand.
let me give you an example. Have you watched this Thai advertisement from Thai insurance about this guy that every day he'll walk, and then there'll be water, that there's this like some water drip on him, right?
Yeah.
Then he just put the pot that's empty, the flowers put there, and then he walked across the road. Some lady was pushing some thing across the road, right? And then he just helped her, and then he saw a young girl that was standing there, and then it was like begging for money, and he gave some whatever is left in his pocket, he gave to the lady. And then every day he'll go back to the neighbor, and this old lady neighbor, she'll hang a banana, and every day he's just doing this. And you're looking at yourself, why is this guy doing this? And then you see people like in the background who see him help selflessly and shaking their head, right? But then then after that, the scene changed, where the plant that he's been putting, there was flowers, and then the lady that she helped to push, right? That lady was very happy.
Yeah.
And then there was the young girl that was begging for money. She wasn't there anymore. She was standing there in a uniform. She was able to go to school. So what did it? It did not give him money. It gave him something money could not give. It made him felt love. It made him felt happiness, like real happiness. So these emotions, you can't use money to buy.
Right.
That's why he does what he does. So he does that so that he can buy that emotion.
Okay. Oh, that's really powerful.
Of happiness, right?
Yeah.
So you go and help people so that you can be happy. It's not so that you give people, right, and then you see the impact that you can make. Example, like a $5,000, you can go for if I give you 5,000 US right now, what will you spend money on?
What will I spend money on? 5,000 USD.
Yeah.
Oh, I would.
Free. I can give you spend anything.
Yeah, definitely. I would buy my parents a ticket, to probably Thailand or something.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like you to try this.
Mm-hmm.
You go to Thailand. Okay, go to Thailand and go to the orphanages. Take this. You can bring 100 of this. Actually, you can bring 200 of these kids and bring them 5,000. Can bring them to like a theme park. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do that, and then you will see, and then you will realize that was worth way more than you giving your parents to go there. You will see the impact that you can make.
Right.
So a lot of times when we make a lot of money, I always ask myself, I'm going to spend this amount here and go for a Europe holiday. Do you know that Europe holiday is spent is for you to exchange for happiness? But do you know that if you take that Europe holidays, there's other places that you can spend that can give you even more happiness?
True. Makes sense. Oh, this is a really great perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is a really great perspective. Man. Oh, this is really powerful. So for those of you who are tuning in, try this out. And I believe you will actually be way more happier.
Yeah. Join us, make a difference. Like whatever money that we made, instead of reward, just try to change. It's not shortchanging yourself, basically. You're still getting happiness.
Yep.
But you're going to get a lot more happiness. If you try to experience taking the same amount of money and go to a orphanage, just go to the orphanage and just create an excursion for the kids, and to bring them to somewhere that they've never been before, and then you can see what it's like.
I mean, I can imagine myself being the kid.
Yes.
I will enjoy it even more. I'll be so grateful, and this will be a part of my memory.
Yes. And it'll be so priceless than your Europe trip.
True, true. And I understand that you have actually led so many thousands of people be it in Jeunesse, be it in Remand, and so many other places that you have, right? Can you share with us, like, how do you lead and inspire others who might be struggling with their own setbacks?
I think the first thing is to help them see that a setback is not a setback.
Then what is that?
There is no such thing as, it's a way of reframing. So if you say it's a setback, you're right. If you say it's not a setback, you're also right.
Oh.
Yeah, there's this story about I always like to tell this story about the monk, right? This monk sees two people quarreling, husband and wife quarreling, and then the monk comes and the monk sees them, and then the monk's like, better siam, trouble, I don't want to handle trouble. And then the monk, one of the couple came run after the monk and say, the lady came after the monk, I want you to do justice, Then she tells him what happened and everything, and then the monk was listening, and then after the monk listened already, right? And then the monk says, after the monk listened already, so the girl says, what do you think? Then the monk said, I think you're right. Then she's so happy. Then she went back and talked to the husband and said, see, I told you, the monk says I'm right. She's happy, all right? Then the husband now, and then after the monk quickly go with the two other followers, let's quickly go. Then the husband chased after him because he feel that he need to do justice also. So he went to talk to the monk and tell him all his what happened and everything, And then the monk, after listening, okay, I think you're right. Then he went back very happy in his heart, right? He don't want to talk to the wife already, but he knows that in his heart he feels that he's right. He feels happy. Now the husband and wife are happy because they both feel they're right.
Yeah.
Then the two followers are not happy already. The two followers are asking the monk, they said, you don't follow you anymore. Then they said,
Okay.
oh, you don't follow me anymore? He said, yeah, because you're confusing. You can't tell black from white. You say this is right, but you say this person also right. So who is right? Then the monk says, you know what? You're right.
Well, everyone's right now.
Everyone's right. The reason why everyone's right, because everyone is judging relative to themselves. When you're judging relative to yourself, right? You're right. You're always right. So relative to someone, for example, for me, when I see relative to myself, I see that every setback is for me to learn.
Yeah.
It's for me to learn what I need, what I don't need to, I shouldn't do again, right? It's for me to learn how I can actually move ahead. I can help, how I can improve myself. It's not meant to hold me back. It's not meant to pull me back. So I never wallow in, I used to do that in the past, wallow in self-pity, like, I'm in a bad situation, I'm not as good as other people. And by the way, we shouldn't compare with each other also.
Yeah.
Everyone is completely unique. Our DNA is completely unique. So there is no way you should even compare with anybody.
Yeah. And there's a saying that goes, right? 人比人气死人.
对. Yeah.
Right?
So if you want to have good relationship, never compare.
Yeah.
Right? So when I tell myself, when someone has a setback, the first thing I ask the person is, do you want to have a comeback? If the person says, I don't want to have a comeback, it's okay. Let them process. Some people need to process their emotion. They need to process. A lot of artists do that. I learned this, okay? I learned this, that a lot of artists need to process their emotions. They like to go through feeling down.
Feeling down?
Yeah, before they feel up. They want to go through that ride.
Yeah, actually, I believe not just them, but a lot of us will always want to go through that downward cycle first before we can come back up, in a sense, right?
Not me, not my personality. I don't like to stay down too long. For me, I like to, within 1 second, I want to get up already. I'm like, if I'm feeling down right now, the first thing I tell myself is this: if you're going to die, are you going to feel this way in the next 15 minutes if you're going to die in 15 minutes? And by the way, death is certain for every one of you, just so you remember.
Yeah.
You're all going to die. So who, even the person you're trying to impress, he's going to die.
Oh yeah, of course.
Right? So if you're going to die, everybody's going to die. So what's the point of feeling down? I mean, this common sense is not really common, right? So you should tell yourself, hey, let's move on. If you had a bad quarrel, let's just move on already. Just move on. and learn to let go. I mean, if you hold on the last 15 minutes of life feeling grudge against someone for 15 minutes before you go to heaven, before you die, that's like very miserable. The last 15 minutes, you want to feel miserable the last 15 minutes of your life?
So miserable.
No, of course not, right?
Yeah.
So my perspective has always been like, if you're in a setback, it's okay, just learn, it's okay.
Right.
Yeah, I always tell my kids, when you get anything wrong in your exam, you didn't, like, let's say 90, you lost 10 points, right? Oh, that 10, congratulations, the 10 points is for you to learn. So you can that's the purpose of education, right? Is to get wrong so you can learn. If you get all right, then what's there to educate? What's there to learn?
Nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing to learn.
True. And you have actually built so much in a sense in terms of the team wise, be it engineers and all. So can you share with us like what is the most important factor in building a successful team?
Is to raise leaders. Is to raise good leaders. Of course, you yourself must be a good leader as well,
Yeah.
And also to raise good leaders. Is to identify good leaders. And these leaders will come naturally. I mean, for me, my team, the leaders that come will be leaders because they already are leaders. And most of the time, it's how they see themselves. But I think one of the things I like to create a culture of self-leadership. It's the same for my parenting. My kids, right, thanks to my wife, when they were 7, primary 1, day 1, primary 1, day 1, they're so excited to go to school, they woke up 4:30 a.m.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, that's so early.
And we don't make breakfast for them. We never wake up to make breakfast for them.
They make themselves?
They make themselves. Since they were 7, they wake up, they set alarm, they wake up at 5 a.m., they dress themselves in the MGS school, Sailor Moon school uniform, and then they make their breakfast on their own, and then they go down. They only wake me up. My wife doesn't wake up. They only wake me up to bring them down to wait for the school bus. That's it. And then I come back up and sleep. That's been like that since day 1 for all my 3 girls.
Wow.
So I always believe in teaching people self-leadership, and empowering my team to believe in them, to believe in, you can do it, to believe in people. I think good leadership is very empowering because you believe in people. You believe in them.
Okay, I understand. Wow, that's really good. Yeah, you need to identify who's coachable as well before you actually.
If they're coachable, they will be coachable. If they're not coachable, they will not be coachable. So it's not something like you can force and change people, to be coachable. I don't believe in changing people. I believe in inspiring people, in empowering people, but not convincing people, not trying to change people.
Okay, I understand. And we mentioned about network marketing before, right? That you were in this industry before, right? And
I'm still in the industry.
Yeah, no, as in you were in it in terms of like in Jeunesse, you were in that before, but then now you are actually in Remand.
Yeah, Remand, that's right. Yeah.
And also at the same time, I'm pretty sure there are so many people who have misconception about network marketing.
Yes.
So can you share with us like what's the biggest misconception in network marketing and how do you address it? Okay,
let's talk about the elephant in the room first. Right? Okay. The big elephant in the room. Network marketing is people who join earlier. People who join earlier will always make more money than people at the bottom. Okay, that's not true, because in network marketing it all depends on your volume. So the person who joined early may not create as much volume as someone at the bottom who creates more volume.
Okay.
Yeah, when I say more volume, which means you have more direct team members. So example, I could join earlier. I only recruit 2 people.
Right.
But someone below me recruit like 100 people direct.
Right.
Now he builds a bigger team with his 100 people. Yep. In fact, my team is only 2 people team. He builds like a 10 people team or 100 people team. He gets paid more.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
If you look at the compensation plan, okay. Another thing is about network marketing is a scam. Anybody heard before network marketing is a scam?
Many.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. It's network marketing itself is not a scam, but network marketing can be used to scam. Yes. You can use network marketing to scam.
Right.
How do you use Ponzi scheme? You can use network marketing to promote Ponzi scheme. Yeah. Network marketing can be a scam because you can promote greed. You can promote products that doesn't work
Yeah.
so that you can make money. It's because you can promote greed, right? You can promote people to people. You can get people to invest money in you in the investment scheme, and then later on that investment scheme will pay back you because someone else put their money in. So Ponzi scheme. So Ponzi scheme can be network marketing too. What?
Yeah.
Network marketing is nothing more than to promote something through word of mouth.
Yeah.
You can promote scam through word of mouth. Can you?
Yeah.
You can. You can promote gossip through word of mouth. You can promote a lot of bad things through word of mouth. Right?
Yeah.
So for me, is the thing about network marketing is usually very simple one. You have a product that's great. Ask yourself, if you have a product, would you buy that product? Would you think this is a good product at this price? Would you still buy, even if it was not network marketing?
Yeah, we would.
If you would, then that is a good network marketing company, network marketing product to market.
Yeah, I mean, look at those items that you buy from FairPrice to Watsons and Guardian.
Yeah.
That's a form.
Another thing that misconception people have is network marketing products are highly marked up.
Oh, yes.
Okay? So it's highly marked up. If you do your own research, you can probably do your research, because right now, anyone can just go to Alibaba and check OEM supplement companies. If you sell supplement or skincare, can ask them, I want all these ingredients. You take the ingredients that you are selling, that you bought from a network marketing company, go to them and say, I want you to create this same supplement. How much does it cost? Straight away, you can know how much is the cost price already. So pertaining to that is true, but also not true. It's really depend, because some of the company really mark up the price very high on. Okay, like really mark up the price very high. But there are some, they don't mark up very high. Right? But it's true through network marketing.
Okay.
Yes. So you gotta ask yourself, that product outside there, is there an equivalent product that is around the same price or cheaper? So if that equivalent product out there and this one is like 10 times more, right? Then you know this is highly marked up. So either the network marketing company person is very greedy, okay, or because there can be sales. It's like any business, right?
Yeah.
You can highly mark up a business and overcharge people also can, what?
Correct.
Now, are there con men in construction industry?
Yeah.
Yeah, plenty.
Yeah.
All right. So it's not the business model that's a scam. It's the company and the person that's doing it that can make it a scam.
Right. Okay. Wow. Understand. I mean, so for those of you who always thought that network marketing is a scam, here is your proof that it's not really a scam, and also
it can be a scam.
It's not really a scam for now. I mean, in terms of like what our context wise, and of course, depending on whatever product or brand that you are working with, in a sense, and of course, you gotta do some research before you actually go and invest your time and money into that network marketing company as well, in a way. And I would like to ask you, we actually spoke a lot about your journey earlier on, right? That how you actually went from rags to riches, in a sense. But I would like to ask you, I'm also curious, Winston, during that period of time, okay, was there ever a moment in your journey when you almost gave up? And what put you through? Besides your wife
my
and
kids.
your kids. Yeah.
Besides my kids?
Yes.
I think there was nothing else already.
Nothing else. No, you actually mentioned.
I was already at my rock bottom, there was nothing else really except God,
Yeah, right.
Except God. There's no one else except I cannot give up on my wife and my kids. I cannot bear that my burden now becomes their burden, that I burden them because of me. I couldn't bear that.
Right.
And I needed hope, and the only hope that one can have is if you believe in God. If you believe there is a God that looks after you, that loves you, that believes in you even though how down you are, and that you believe that you can change. No matter how down you are, you can change.
Right.
And your past doesn't have to determine your future. Yeah, you have to believe that. Like your past doesn't determine your future.
Yeah.
Well, because you can always create a new future.
Yep. I agree.
Like starting from when's the best time to create a future? Now. Yeah. This moment.
Yeah. Nice. And Winston, how do you stay grounded and avoid falling into the same pitfalls that led to your past struggles?
Struggles. For me,
Yeah.
what are my okay? I see it. You see, I've been so high and so positive that when you ask me to pass my past struggle, I have problem trying to remember my past struggles.
Right. Besides going to the prison and all.
Yeah. Okay, like comparing myself to other people. I used to compare. I used to be like, why am I not successful yet? Why is this person really successful but I'm not successful yet? How did this person become successful? How come I'm not there yet? Or envy, jealousy.
Right.
Yeah, I experienced that. I mean, how many of you have ever experienced jealousy and envy before? Oh, great. Then you're human. All right, we're human. So I'm not like this guy that did not experience all these things. I also experienced all these things. Right. But I think it was, if I could only say one thing, is only by the grace of God that I am what I am today, that I've journeyed to where I am today. Right. Because He is the one that instilled in me to think in a different way. He's the one that enlightened me. Because there's some people who go to prison but never get enlightened. From prison coming out, they go downhill, Yeah, there are people whose story is like that. Yeah. But so the only way I can attribute is I can only thank God. Only God can do this. So every day I am very thankful. Every moment I'm very thankful, even for this opportunity to sit here with you and to share with everyone here. It's really to me, it's really a blessing. I mean, to me, it's a blessing. Like, I get to do this.
Right. Yeah, I'm also honored to have you here.
Thank you.
To speak with me as well.
Yes.
And to share with our audience your amazing, incredible story that you actually went rock bottom and how you came back up again. And I would like to ask you, what are some habits or routines that keep you focused and in a growth mindset every day?
Okay, so I am someone from army days. When the first book I read was Rich Dad Poor Dad, I became very enthralled with personal development.
Okay,
so I read a lot of personal development, like all the Tony Robbins books. I've read it. Nothing wrong with that, good stuff. 2007, I took a certification in NLP and Enneagram and hypnosis.
Oh wow!
So I'm very like into personal development.
Okay.
About like, oh, you can do it. Go. But I realized I went for like I think 1 or 2 times I went for some personal development, like charge up kind of thing, and then after that, right, before you know it, it's all gone.
No, yeah.
It's not sustainable at all.
Right.
And that's when I realized that, and I also found out that some in so-called personal development guru go into depression.
Oh. Okay.
Yes, because they became like, okay, this is my own take. Okay, you don't have to take my own take, but this is my opinion. My opinion is that they're so focused on self, like how good you can be. But if you can't do it, then how? Then you go down. So personal development focus too much on self, personal development. For me, I believe in trust God development.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a lot more. I take the burden away from me.
Yeah, and surrender. Right?
Yeah, and surrender to God. Give glory to God. If you do personal development, you can become very egoistic. You can become like, hey, I'm self-made. Me, I, myself.
Yeah.
Because I know how to do personal development. I develop personally myself.
Right.
All right. People like that, when you fail big time, you have issues with yourself.
Yeah. True.
Because you've done so much personal development that you think you cannot fail.
Yeah, and then you don't need anyone else except yourself.
Yeah, great.
Right.
So I know this self-made thing doesn't resonate well with me. It may resonate well with some of you, but to me, it doesn't resonate well to me. I don't want to take on the burden of self-made. I'm God-made. I feel that releases the pressure of myself. So I've been through that journey of personal development. So I realized that the important thing for me, my best solution is just trusting God and just trust that whatever your desire is, whatever your heart desire is, that is your purpose. Just know you're meant to do that, that your heart's desire. You know how I know why I think that way, logically? Because at the end of the day, when you're dying on the bed right now, if in the next 1 hour, you're going to die on the bed right now, okay? And this guaranteed one, by the way. It's guaranteed. When that happens, what will make you unhappy is that, shucks man, I only got 1 hour left. So many things in my life I want to do, I didn't go and do.
Yep.
Right? I didn't go and pursue. So that to me, I feel that you didn't do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Because you have a lot of fear, you have this, you have that, a lot of consideration.
Yep.
But but what you need to do is trust God. Just trust God. Trust God that somehow He will lead you to the paradise. The paradise is relative, by the way. What's paradise to you is different from everyone else.
Right.
So you got to trust the paradise that God has put in your heart, and you just do one step lah. Do the first confirmed step you can do first.
Right.
Do that. Then the second, third step will eventually show itself up, which always happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And Winston, if you go back and have a conversation with your younger self
Okay.
before everything fell apart,
Okay.
okay, what advice would you give?
The same advice I just gave you.
Okay. Right.
Yes. The same advice I just gave you.
Okay. Wow. So all of you, I mean, no matter what, you gotta just, I would say, surrender.
Yeah.
And not really hold on to that burden that, oh, you got to be
Mm-mm.
self-made in a
Yes,
sense.
yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta surrender, let God or let nature take its course, and then after that
Yeah.
you will eventually
Trust
reach
that you will. Trust.
that
Just trust.
destination.
Yes.
in a sense.
Yes.
Right.
Trust that because that is what you desire, and that is because God put it in your heart, and that's why you should trust it.
Yeah, understand. And you are already pretty successful in whatever that you've been doing.
And success is relative, right?
Yeah, it's relative,
It's
right?
relative,
So
right? So
success also often comes with new challenges as well. Right?
that's good.
It's good, right?
If you want more success, definitely you have some new things to learn, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So-
Then to learn new things, of course, you need challenges to learn.
Correct. And
Yes.
and I would like to ask you, right, Winston, what's something you are still working on improving in yourself today?
Improving. Okay. So my desire is the one that it takes me to want to improve towards that area, right?
Yes.
Like right now, where I want to improve is basically mine right now is not so much to improve, but more to execute what I already have in mind that I want to execute.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm still taking once I got limited time. There's a lot of things in my mind I want to execute. So to me, it's just about taking the time to execute it. Yeah, it's not so much of like where I need to improve, but I felt that I need to execute it, and by executing that would actually meant an improvement.
Right.
Right? Improvement never ends. It's like for me, I don't think I'll ever so-called retired, because I tried retirement 5 years ago,
Yeah.
and I realized that retirement is just like 等死, just waiting to die. To
Yeah.
me, what's retirement? Retirement is this: is that every moment you're doing something that excites you. Every day you're looking forward to something.
Yep.
Right? That is retirement to me. So if you're excited about helping, empowering people like me, I'm excited about, wow, I want to see these people financially successful. I want to see my business grow. And I'm excited about that. I think about that.
Right.
Yeah, because the Bible did say, whatever is pure, whatever is good, whatever is noble, whatever is, think about such things.
Yeah. Okay.
The Bible didn't say, whatever is jealousy, whatever is negative, whatever you feel like a failure, you should think about such things. No.
No. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
It didn't talk about all this.
Yeah.
Right. And Winston, what do you want your legacy to be? Not just in business, but in life.
I used to think of that as well, like legacy, what do I want to leave behind? I realized at the end of the day, I will become nothing. Nobody will remember me anyway. So I don't want people, I don't think it's necessary for people to remember me. I don't see that as important, because eventually I'll die anyway. I'll go to heaven anyway. Who's going to want to remember me, right? So my legacy is only to pass down through the people that I now, through you guys, through my sharing, to pass down to you guys.
Yep.
That's legacy already. I'm really doing it.
Right.
It's not, I don't need my name to last for like 100 years. People still remember Winston, it's a good idea on that, but I'm not going to be around to enjoy that anyway. So I'm not going to be around to like say, yeah, you see my name, I'm like I'm in heaven, right? Looking down, right? And like I say, hey, my name is still on. No, I feel so good. No, I don't think that. I don't think that happens. Yeah.
Okay.
So to me, I don't think about like leaving like a legacy, but I leave a legacy now. I don't leave a legacy like think into the future what I'm going to leave behind. I think about what I can leave behind now.
Okay, got it. I understand. And we spoke about redemption as well earlier on.
Mm.
Your life is like a redemption in a sense, right? So how do you define redemption? And also at the same time, what does it mean to you personally?
Okay, personally to me, redemption is like, the Bible talks about like confession. If you confess your sin, and that's like redemption, right?
Yep.
You know that you're wrong or whatever, that's redemption, right? To me, redemption is just to me it's like knowing that whatever mistakes, so redemption has always linked to mistakes that you make.
Yes.
Like you need to redeem yourself from the stuff.
Yeah.
But I really come to realize that there's nothing for you to redeem. Right?
Okay.
There's no mistake. I mean, you made a mistake, just learn now. It's learn and move on. There's nothing to redeem. There's nothing for you to like hold on to like, I need I need to do something to redeem myself. There's nothing you can redeem yourself. There's nothing there to redeem actually.
Okay.
You just okay, I did something wrong, I learned, okay, let's move on. That's it. You learn and then you move. So you don't repeat the same mistake. If you repeat the same mistake again, okay, now I just need to learn. I mean, at the end, you're gonna die. Why would you want to hold on to like need to be redeemed? If you haven't been redeemed how? Then the rest of your life you will be in that state of like, I'm not redeemed.
Yeah, or you are very cold towards other people, and then you became very bitter and all.
Yeah. Is that how you want to live your last 1 hour, your last 15 minutes of your life?
No, I wouldn't want that.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to waste time on that, right?
Yeah. And I would like to ask you, if you had to write a message to the person you were at your lowest point, what would it say?
Just say one thing. Just trust him. Just trust God.
Okay. Right.
Whatever your desire is right now, if you're in prison right now and you're thinking about like how can I have a better life? How can I go out and have a better life? I'll tell that person, just trust God. Just trust.
Right.
If your desire is want to have a better life, just trust. Don't care about how it's gonna happen. Just trust. It's gonna happen.
Okay. Oh, awesome. Well, thank you so much for all the golden nuggets that you have dropped in the 11-hour podcast. And I would like to ask you one last question, and that is, what's next for you? And what impact do you want to make beyond financial success?
Actually, I don't really focus much on financial success now.
Yeah, technically,
although that is a good thing, like to me, any more money is just a digit number. My lifestyle requirements are not very high, as you know.
I know, right?
Right? So for me, it's not. I'm really financially free. I don't have any debt or anything right now. But what I like to continue doing is to do what makes me excited. Now, money is just a figure. To me, money just validates that if I make a lot of money, it means that whatever that I've been doing that makes the money is making a difference. That's why I'm making so much.
Right.
Like if Apple is making so much money, it's because the Apple phone is making a difference to a lot of people.
True.
Right? So for me, whatever I'm doing, if I'm promoting a network marketing product or an opportunity, I want to make sure that that product is a blessing to everyone who uses it. Right? Like everyone use already become Oppa.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And to help those people that actually want to be financially free and share my views, my knowledge, so that they themselves can achieve the same kind of success that they want, not I want.
Right.
That they want.
Okay. Oh, nice. Amazing. And where can our listeners and viewers find you on social media?
You just type Oppa Winston. Yeah, just search Oppa Winston.
Oppa Winston. Okay, everyone can go to check out Oppa Winston and reach
on
out to
TikTok.
him
On TikTok, Oppa Winston. On TikTok, there is also like Oppa Winston. I think on Facebook, I don't know. I think I changed it to Oppa Winston.
Facebook as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. LinkedIn is just Winston. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with that, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to this podcast. Really appreciate you guys for supporting our first episode. And stay tuned for the next episode where we're going to have game changers and incredible influencers as well to come into the podcast to share about their life stories as well. So with that, take care and goodbye.
All right.
Right.